Escape to the action at Seminole Casino Immokalee. It is Vegas style 24/7, because just like Vegas, Seminole Casino never closes. It is pure entertainment anytime you want, and it is truly where paradise wins. It's going to be your new favorite song, isn't it?
Oh, what you can find these days.
I know, isn't it funny? So you know that warm feeling you get when you successfully have completed a Pinterest project?
Yes, I do.
I don't. It goes both ways most of the time, right? So the sock bun, oh my gosh, don't get me started. I can't even pull that off. The s'mores cookies, that stuff was everywhere. The site makes you believe that you are just an unbelievable chef, a stellar photographer, and then it crushes your dreams.
I know.
When
you see the picture, it looks so easy. You're like, I can do that.
It makes you think you can do
not so much.
anything. Unfortunately, it ends up looking like, you know, a s'more cookie. You got like a flat pancake and all kinds of stuff. It's depressing, yes, I know, but entertaining for so many others like myself. That is why I am so happy to bring you Pin Pals. We are kind of launching this today, inspired by, yes, Pinterest.
Yes.
And my Pin Pal today is
so is the whole idea kind of like, let's see if we can nail it or fail it kind of thing?
Exactly. Well, you know, every week we do this, it'll be different things, whether it's crafts or foods, but who doesn't love a nail it or fail it, especially when you're failing, because people like to see you fail, right? So my Pin Pal today is my beautiful co-host, Carly Wegner. Thank you, Carly.
All right.
So today, Pin Pals
I get credit if you
nail it, yes,
and then I'm not involved if you fail it. Okay?
I love it.
Those are the rules.
All right, so today, Pin Pals is taking on the ice cream cone
Which I've seen these a lot.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah.
And you see them and I'm thinking, and you know I'm a skeptic, so on a lot of these I'm like, are people failing on purpose just because? So when I saw these, I'm like, okay, I've got to try these. This is the ice cream cone cupcakes, and this is legitimately, you know, I say I'm a skeptic, but I did find an article where this is what she made for her son's birthday, and this is how they turned out. Which
is it wrong of me to think they still look good though? Like I think I would still try one.
Because it looks like they're melting down the side of it too, a little bit, you know, like ice cream
You could turn that into a volcano. You could say, I meant for that to look like that and go with it.
Exactly. So what you need a, most people have one of these in their house, a muffin pan tin, just a standard one. And I found a little trick to make this work. I put out some foil, so you just get a piece of foil, and I'm just going to kind of quickly, this just helps stabilize it a little bit because the cones are a little wobbly.
Yeah.
So anyway, you want to kind of poke holes in it so that it breathes through the foil. So you're going to get your ice cream cone cups from the store. And Carly, this is really funny. So I went to the store, I got these. I'm a chocolate lover. We both have a terrible sweet tooth. So of course I get the ones with the chocolate around the rim.
You're like, that looks good.
Yes, okay, right? And I'm thinking, I get home, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm about to put these in the oven. These are going to melt and be everywhere.
You were trying to do that.
So anyway, you get the cones, and it's just as easy as that. They're flat. Make sure you get the ones that are flat on the bottom or they won't stay up. So I put them in the oven just like this with the foil, except I poked holes in it. And then you're going to get the batter. I mixed up some batter already. But I used funfetti, as you can see here, because it's a box of fun, of course. And then you just put about 2 tablespoons and you drop it into the, I don't have
2 tablespoons, yeah, because this is where I think I would.
And I think the woman in the picture that you just saw with those fails, I think she must have filled it a little too high on the cone.
Oh, okay, I can see.
But you kind of just go to the bottom rim of the cone, and you're going to go up a little bit more.
You actually really don't put that much in there.
You don't. You want to just get it, you know, to the rim right there at the very top, and then it'll hopefully.
Okay, and I'm assuming you can do this with any kind of flavor, any kind of cupcake mix.
Anything, and that's the best part about it. If you like chocolate, if you like just the white, I mean, they have so many things out now that you can put in them. So, you get some whipped cream. Or if you prefer icing, I know neither one of us are really into the frosting, but
there's certain kind of frostings. We're both a fan of the cream cheese, because I can see you doing this with like the red velvet.
Yes,
and then doing the cream cheese frosting.
Okay, so with the magic of TV, you know, my trusty little oven that we have below here. Hopefully, when you're trying out your Pinterest pin or fail or nail, they're going to come out looking something a little bit more like these. And as you can see, they're a little bit brown on top. I know when you first saw these, you're kind of thinking, are those burnt on top? No, this is chocolate. So I tested it out for you.
Yes. So this was not a fail.
It was not a fail so far. So you want them to kind of bubble over, and I think, like, you know, with the ladies, you saw it come over. She probably just went up a little too high. So hopefully they come out looking like these. and you can say, I think I'm going to nail it by the end of this. So
How long do you bake it? That's just the normal time that you would on the box, too?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
You mix this together just like the box says, as directed.
I
You
didn't know
fill
if it
them
would
up.
take a little longer since it was in
I thought that
something
it would too. I didn't know what was going to happen with the chocolate on top. But yeah, you put them in for about 20 minutes, and just like you do the cupcakes, check them, you know, stick a knife or a toothpick in the middle to see if they're done. But I was so surprised. I mean, I was really expecting this to just be a mess all over the place. Sometimes maybe that's a little bit more fun too. So are you ready for the finished project?
All right.
Let's
find
find out if I nailed it or failed it. Dun, dun, dun.
Don't fail it by bringing them over and knocking them over. Look how beautiful.
What do you
job.
think? Aren't those are just disgustingly cute. I think I nailed it, Carly.
I know you nailed it. I don't think you did. I know. But really, can we go ahead and bite into them? Because that's the true test. They still have to taste good, right?
Yeah, and that was the other thing too, because I
hear a but.
One of them says, and this could be a reason many people fail too, if you're using whipped cream on the top, which I did on this one to kind of show it. You see how this is kind of flat and it's falling over a little? I would suggest not using the whipped cream.
Ooh, that's a partial fail.
Hey. Here, actually,
partial fail.
I was just kidding. I started eating before anybody was looking. So yeah, I wouldn't use the whipped cream. So if you're going to use the whipped cream, it's definitely going to be a fail.
Especially
because
if they're
it's
so
just
hot when you're putting them on.
It just kind of melts over.
So
So
what is this stuff? Is this actually
is the
frosting?
easy to spray frosting in a can.
I didn't know they made this.
Just like a
Can I try it out?
Oh yeah, please do. You don't need, just right in the mouth, Carly.
I know, right? Let's see.
So again, you need a muffin tin. Just get some cake mix, funfetti.
How cool is this?
Yeah, how easy is that? And then you get your frosting. You've got the cake mix, the cones, and then I'm going to let you do this because check this out. You don't have to pick between one sprinkle before.
And really, sprinkles, we've talked about this before, they're really just for looks.
I know.
Do they really taste? I know some people go crazy for them, but they're just
not all
pretty.
that.
This is too many choices.
You've got pink, you've got green.
Sugar.
But yeah, I mean, you just decorate it on the top, and I added some candles in there. So I say,
how perfect.
And like I said, you know, the failing, I think you fill it up too high to the ice cream cone. That's going to definitely get you a pin fail. Also, if you're using whipped cream, I certainly don't suggest it. This is just going to melt. We live in Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a birthday party and you have these things sitting out, they're going to be a goner. A goner.
Right.
Didn't cool long enough, maybe. That's important, too. Do not decorate unless they have cooled completely. That's pretty important, too. And the best part about
this could be a real mess.
is I was actually thinking, why don't I just get a cupcake and stick it on the cone and save all the hard work? Because the cupcake is actually all the way to the bottom of the cone. That's why you don't
Put
do
a little
that.
ice cream on top of it, too. I think that would be good.
I brought some of that as well, but we'll save that for us, Carly. All right, I think it was a pin fail, right, Carly?
No, not a pin fail.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right, well, you can become a pin pal by following us on Pinterest or finding us on Facebook. We'd love to have you in the studio. So.
All right, awesome. Well, up next, the art of walking down the aisle.
Not the wedding aisle, the grocery store aisle. How to be a savvy shopper. It's coming up after the break.
Cheers. Next time I go. Cheers. Yeah. Bye.